as we open this cold, pleasant morning breeze. Plaineth, you've been in this city for 3 years, a bit more now. Sent by your tribe, learn, see what news can be gleaned in the west. The situation has become quite dire in the east. Need to know what information they should be acting upon. Need more reliable sources than some dwarves in the Red Mountains and potentially men in the east. Need some elven wisdom to rely on, as you've been here studying with Elven Lord Norway, learning quite a lot, not just about, well, what you should be learning, but a lot of things that piqued your curiosity, as this elf has lived for a long time, and while not the most friendly individuals, he is definitely encourages people to study, learn, and appreciates a curious mind, and has been hospitable, not just to you, but to other people, other strangers in this land. A man from the Vale of Anduin, beyond the forest of Mirkwood, Thoric, and the young princess of Rhovanion, Parneth. Two people you've been able to, well, friend, as it does seem that maybe some of your elders in their distrust of outsiders may have misjudged a bit, at the very least. They have a opinion of the race of man that is, well, lower than apparently what you can see with your own two eyes. Thoric is nothing like what you've seen. Calm, collected, enjoys nature, and is not very aggressive or violent individual. In contrast to the young princess, who uh, almost a decade younger, she is much more mischievous, much more independent. She, on the other hand, enjoys certain more, let's say, physical activity. That sounds bad. Um, because then I'm gonna follow up with horse riding. I know Hate's gonna fucking make a shit
Mr.
joke.
Hands.
I have said nothing. The fact your mind went there says more about you than
Hate,
me.
you did all the joke. Shut the fuck up, Hate. I know you. Know you too well. But yeah, as while she matches your energy much more, as she will ask just about as many questions of you as probably you have of her. As unlike Evorik, who seems to have always been a man of the wilds, she has in fact much more knowledge about civilization and how humans live and their cities, their towns. Completely different perspective on the world. But after being here for 3 years, and at least in this time, you've been able to, especially talking with them, develop a solid understanding of the common tongue. Well, if you ever leave the East, you might need it, since apparently everyone speaks that here. Very few people speak your own language. You are approached by Evorik in the morning as greets you. So you're up and early.
Greetings. I'm up when the sun rises, and well, probably up a little bit afterwards. But yes, when it goes down as well. What have you come to call by for, my friend?
Quite simply, I was planning on leaving soon.
Ah,
Yes,
and
this.
it's not one.
I've been away for several years, and I worry that I'm losing touch with my friends back home.
I see. It's good to always make sure that your loved ones remember that you're alive, at the very least. Will you be gone for long?
Well, I was wondering. I did notice over the years that quite curious and were asking Barnett any questions about her hometown. Now Dale
Yes.
is much bigger than Carasanta, much older as well.
That's true, and your king has slain a dragon as well.
Only man alive to have done so.
Well, I couldn't resist the chance to meet. Well, if your king will allow it, of course. I would miss the chance to meet him.
And
If
there's
you're
a
offering,
small town of goblins. You're able to keep a secret.
I can keep many secrets, and it means I get a chance to meet goblins and a town of them at that. I can't say no.
They smoke pipe weed. Like enjoy some wine as well.
This I have to see with my own eyes. If you are offering, I cannot say no.
Oh, smile. And wear your bags. We'll be leaving for noon. I must
Of course.
inform Barnett, of course, but you don't have to be there if you don't want to deal with the tantrum.
At the very least, I'm not some coward. I can say goodbye to a friend, and I do have to let, what would be the name, how to address? Would it be just Lord Norway to address him, I presume?
No, he's not into titles.
Okay. I also must let Norway know that I will be taking my leave as well.
I was gonna say probably maybe other elves are but Norway is not. He would insist that everyone here is kind of equal. He doesn't give a shit about titles.
Gotcha. She's gonna respect that and go with it.
Very well. Then I won't mind moral support. Know how she gets when I have to tell her things she doesn't like.
At the very least, it is refreshing that she is so honest about her emotions, so hiding behind a mask.
Gonna chuckle. Suppose that is true.
Oh, let's go talk to our good friend Farna and hope she doesn't try to, kill anyone.
Not fucking Foundry have a. I hate this. I was hoping I could. Never mind. I'll figure out something. It's about, he'll say. It's about a week and a half. Half that if ride fast and true.
A short time, but I still think we can have a grand adventure regardless.
Oh, they're on. Have you ever sailed?
No, and this will be a new chance to experience something. I presume will be a fun time. I've heard stories about it.
Once you get used to the bobbing, yes. We will be riding to Karasant, and from there we will take a boat. up the river. Make the journey even shorter.
Well, at the very least, this will be a time of first for me then.
You'll nod. I guess you'll go. Listen, now, Farnet can be quite capricious,
Mm-hmm.
as she is also up in the morning. They, Why are you two up so early?
I'm up with the sun rises. Why does no one believe me?
He isn't, though.
True. Well, she kind of glances at Ivor to see if he's gonna say it or she's gonna have to be the one to tell her.
No, listen, he'll take a moment and he'll say, well, we're here to inform you, Farnet, that we'll be leaving today. That kind of like sours a bit. I haven't been to Dale in several years now, and I got caught up in things here. At the very least, well, see how things are unfolding. I'm sure there's nothing too bad. I'll be back. Any good luck, you'll still be here. There's still a few months of summer. She like kind of pouts a bit, says, "There's two." Back and forth. Probably not gonna see you until next year. I'll say, oh, you are quite young, Farnet. There is always gonna be a next. Sort of like crosses her arms and is like, it's gonna be boring here without you two.
Sadly,
Sure.
I
Sorry, go ahead.
she's like, I don't think I think there are rules about saying about princesses can't leave, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, do you think I listened to the...
That is true. Hmm.
Vorik
Can
kind
she
of
not
glances
come
at
with
you
us?
and Vorik just stares at you and is like, well, she does not abide by the rules. Unlike you and me, she would be quite a vulnerable target for many people.
Mm.
Do I need to remind you, Your Highness, of the relationships that your father is currently holding with the men of the East? And I can't be certain that there are no spies or assassins on the way there. Like, sort of waves him off. Says, I'll be fine. Plus, listen, Fainith, I never told you this, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna travel to Dale even if it kills me.
Why not?
She kind of like
Is there some-
glances at Evorik. She has been betrothed to the Prince of Dale.
Well, isn't that great news? That means your betrothed is there. A perfect reason to visit every once in a while.
She looks at you and says, well, human relationships are not like yours, Fainith. I think he's, well, not that great.
Ah. Have you spent many decades with him to learn this then? I presume as well with your courtship?
I've met a few times. Evorik says they've been betrothed 6 years ago.
A short one. I mean, a long one based on human time. Well, have you spoken with him at great length? Written letters,
boring,
and poems?
Fainith. He's so boring. Doesn't do anything all day but... And...
Mm.
And you know what? How people talk about him?
I see. Great problem indeed. Have you tried? Well, is there no way to help him with his ailment of being boring then? No way to fix that?
I tried. He's clearly... Well, he fell off a horse once. Everyone laughed at him and never tried again.
He gives up so easily then.
Said I. Oh, it's a political thing. I don't think it's ever gonna come anything out of it.
Ah. Pity then. If you don't really want to go and you're too scared to see him, I can respect that then.
Not scared. I just
It's
don't
fine if
like
you
him.
are. Well, of course, and it's too difficult to try to make the relationship work. Look, I respect it. It's all right.
Sort of glares at you. Listen. I think you're trying to compel her right now.
She is. She is.
And give me compelling. It sounds like you're compelling me with shadow.
Yeah, she is. She's not the best.
Go +1 because you know her at this point. You haven't know exactly kind of what buttons. A strong hit. Would you look at that? We're starting off good. This ain't no Dragon Age. As sort of crosses her arms, I see what you're trying to do.
I'm doing nothing.
I'm gonna come along. If works like, I know what happened last time she ran away from home.
Yes. Did he tell her actually?
Yes.
And well, she didn't have both of us there to keep her safe, and she's a strong, capable warrior on her own merits.
Barnett will say, and who was the one that enabled me to run home back then? I was much younger and much more foolish.
And now you are not so young and not so foolish.
Now take a deep breath. How do you think your father will react when? Well, he'll be upset, but if he only learns of this when we're back home, I'm gonna appeal to him. Right, well then, travel under the skies and to ourselves.
Yes, of course, of course. A grand adventure.
As well, they it says your things are leaving soon. He like smiles happily and will quickly take off. She has more stuff than both of you combined. He kind of like looks at you. You're happy with yourself.
Aenif blinks as innocently as she could. I am pleased, as always, to have my friends and those I would have a wonderful time traveling with.
Well, luckily,
Yeah.
I have no stake in Rhovanion, so if they hunt me down, I can just go around them.
It will be all right, Ivorg. We are capable warriors. At the very least, it seems it will be a short trip, as you say before, and I think it'll be good.
Chuckle and say, I'm no warrior, Faineth, but I know the way, the land here.
A great
Not
skill
seen
indeed.
Ivorik take a fucking swing that time.
Yeah, don't worry. She kind of knows he's at least used for many different ways as well. So,
Yeah.
Listen,
what the fuck?
Sorry.
God damn it.
Yeah, he has different kind of blade.
Yeah. He wields a much different kind of sword.
Now off to let Norway know and say goodbye as well.
Yeah, he'll nod as he'll go to form the elf. Not sure there's anything specifically you want to tell him, but
No, I think
he
she's
doesn't
just-
care. He's like, she goes and leaves as she pleases. I don't.
Yeah, she wasn't gonna mention, like, she was just saying, like, hey, I'm gonna be going. I'll hopefully be back soon. Just want to make sure you're not surprised if I'm going to be going off for a little bit.
Yeah. They will won't even have to provide you an escort. You know the hills quite well.
Mm.
Yeah. Fortunately, Farneth will throw a big hiss when Evorik will inform her that, in fact, she cannot bring all her stuff. But she will relent eventually, as she is extremely good at horse riding. As you're able to make your way the river by avoiding, well, most of the well-traveled roads, as Evorik's companions will easily be able to keep up and scout out ahead of any danger. Yeah, it will be take you a week to get to the as well, another one. Probably another like week and a half, roughly, I'll say. Get to Dale. As yeah, you will see as you'll get onto this Evorik will purchase travel on a merchant longship. You'll see this boat carrying goods and other people sail up river. Well, you'll be able to pass through at least you'll see the city of Winterion and Bar, as well as Silgir. You move up the Kelduin, passing Port of Almond, guarding the passageway to Orkwood. Eventually, the large lake open up. You will see the city of Esgaroth, floating on top, newly rebuilt, as it is already bigger than what you've seen before. But the fact that they have an entire town built on top of the water is assumingly fascinating to you.
Yeah.
As Evorik will kind of give details and tell you about its history and destruction it faced when the dragon fell into the lake, and afterwards the rebuilding efforts. As from there you will take a carriage ride. Dale itself. You'll see in the distance the large, lonely mountain standing tall, as impressive as legends say. I'm not sure if there's any conversations on the way there.
I think mostly just asking a lot of questions about everything that she's seen in past. I think it might be slightly annoying to her friends at the very least.
Evorik has there's not a fucking hint of annoyance.
I gotcha.
This
And then
man's
Farneth,
a pillar of fucking patience.
yeah, I think she would definitely be asking a lot of questions about that. And then with Farneth asking about, well, she wasn't aware of this patrol thing. How does it work? The in or outs of the social aspect of all this whole thing for humans, I guess.
Yeah, she'll explain a bit. She'll say, my father and his father shake hands. They agree to marry us, and for our marriage, our two people unite, work together, and those our children get to inherit everything. I just don't like him. You know what some of the courtiers said about him? Say he can't fight, he can't ride horses, he's not a trained marksman. No, his father shot down a dragon, one of ancient black arrow, a weapon of legend. Can't hit a target from 20 meters.
Ah, a warrior he is definitely not, it sounds like.
No. Nor is he funny or an interesting conversationalist. You can see my dilemma.
What is he good at, then?
Kind of like shrugs. Reading books, I guess. Seems like a very small skill set. But that's all he ever did when he arrived. He had to be literally dragged out to spend time with me.
Ah, so you both don't like each other, then?
Well, I assume so. Although I don't know why I'm like 10 times better than him. I don't know what reason he has to not like me.
Maybe it's one of those looking for something else in the partner that you would like to have, I guess. I'm not too sure, actually. When it comes to elves, well, from the stories in the way, it's more of a choice. Approval between houses can happen, between two tribes can happen, I guess, but you have to at least like each other. My mother and father seem to enjoy each other's company a great deal. And children were. That is also a choice, too. A difficult one, but
No, I'll say this, Faineth. No elf ever fucking married for anything else than love. The political
yeah, I
alliances
kinda...
do not fucking exist.
No, she's made the sense like, oh, the two houses, it says the two houses come together to celebrate, mostly, sorry. That
Yeah,
was
like the
not properly said.
families. It'll be nice when you have the wedding for your families to be there and like celebrate it. But
Yeah. There's always been a choice between frails,
Yes.
I believe, as well. Yeah.
yeah, it must be nice.
At the very least, love is a precious thing, my mother would always say. Something to be cherished and something that should not be taken so lightly. I'm sorry that your betrothal is such a, well, it's not what you would want.
Well,
Does neither your happiness come into account for this type of situation?
as my father has been postponing it, but
Mm.
said, well, you should go meet with him, spend time with him. See me most of the time spending with you and Warwick. I don't really want to be
Well,
up here.
One thing I've learned a great deal is that when your friend is unhappy, it's best to try to fix the situation. So I will try to help my dear friend Farneth with her situation.
How are you gonna help me?
Well, I must be smart, stealthy, and I must not be too brash, which will be difficult, but I think I can do it. I must assess the target. Your
You can either
betrothal.
convince my father to break off the agreement, or turn my betrothed into a man, I suppose. It's an interesting one.
I said he's already a man, but I can try it with the
That's
interesting part.
debatable.
Listen, let me talk and see, and I'll understand how dire the situation is. And if worse comes to worse, I can kidnap you on your wedding day, and we can figure it from there.
Oh, sounds more agreeable.
Yes. I will be aware, Farneth. We already started our grand adventure.
Oh, smile and nod, looking very happy. Walking a bit the deck of the ship, as if Oracle will say, not gonna kid.
Of course, I would not do such a thing as she winks at Farneth.
There is, you may be able to hide from human eyes. Beasts of the land will find you. And through them, I will always be on your tail.
At the very least, it is a plan that may not even happen. Do not be such a dour, as
Don't
they
make me
say.
tie you up, Fineth. I will.
Very well, then. I will be cautious, and I won't cause any problems for this betrothal. Wink.
Cause whatever troubles you want, but realize that fate of the nations, well, depends.
Ah, I see. A heavy burden for a romantic relationship, then?
It is the burdens of rulership are not insignificant.
Well, then it must be doubly important they get along.
Why I was against her spending time in Mornhill. My advice can only be given, never enforced.
Wise words.
I appreciate the compliment.
She nods.
Listen. While this was going on, switch back to the court. Well, I think this is a normal dinner table. With, well, maybe not, I won't call it a normal dinner table. I would call it a diplomatic dinner. As, Bard has sort of convened all of the advisors and important people, which include both you, Meliol, and Thornburn. As he sits all of you down. Well, spring has ended, summer begins, and well, with the recent news that we've been brought, must decide what to do this year. Kind of glances around the table as Cedric will get up and he'll say, "My king, finally, after many years, Northern Mirkwood has been fully secured. Last year it was managed to reinforce silver fortifications, and as my notes have delivered, King Thranduil sends his regards." He'll kind of nod. Then maybe this year you will be staying instead of leaving. Cedric will nod as he'll kind of raise slightly, just glance once towards Nora, returning his gaze. Bard will say, "Good. Need you here. There may be troubling news. Why I've gathered all of you here. I've received a message from the south. Dark Lord Sauron has returned and claimed ownership of the lands of Mordor. It's a bit of a reaction at the table. I'm not sure if anyone has anything they want to say before I continue.
Does that name actually mean anything to them a lot? I don't know how much the halflings know about that shit.
Depends how much you would have had any interest in history.
Honestly, with 2 wits, yes, I think she would have had interest in history.
You know, it's sour. You probably don't know everything, but the name is. He has caused many major wars across history. Fucked over so many people that it's kind of hard to not know about him.
Yeah, there's definitely a look of concern on her face. She's not hiding it.
If Thornburn, you have anything you want to say? Oh no.
That's stoically silent.
Let me listen. It's been some time.
Give him the sleeper roll. Please.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I have awoken from my nap.
Hey, get back here. Or Matt, get back here as well.
I was
All
napping.
right.
I was snoozing. But yes, what'd she ask again? Can you repeat that?
He did inform me that he got news that Sauron's up and about. And has basically claimed ownership of Mordor. I'm not sure if there's any reaction from you.
Bit of a. I don't think that's good news, but I think
not.
Swan's like ancient
not.
history. Yeah, it's not. It's not
Huge.
super. Yeah. Actually, it's not super ancient. I think it's.
That's
Listen,
like
I think 11 is
that's like
Europe.
saying Hitler is back, Mac. Does it matter
Yeah.
how ancient it is?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Listen, Forward's usually a warm guy, but he'll slightly darken his face. That's I don't think diplomacy will work on this one.
Do you say that?
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
They'll kind of like nod. No. That means that. Well, we've been looks at Nora. We've been getting reports from the south. The roads are becoming increasingly more dangerous. We haven't had a trade caravan from Rohan or Gondor in 2 years now. I suppose this explains it. I doubt his influence remains in Mordor. This also would explain the large amounts of movement. We heard rumors from the east. Their numbers grow. Their armies are becoming more and more dangerous by day. While we are not yet ready to face them, I think, well, we need to impose on everyone in the north that even if we are far away, we are not safe from this disaster. I would not like to leave the steward of Gondor on his own.
Even if we are not directly targeted, the armies of the East will probably march through here.
Historically, they've aligned themselves with the Dark Lord, and I think, given their leader, General Kamul, and what we know about him as he glances at Nora and Cedric and everyone, they don't think this time will be different. As such, we must prepare ourselves, and I believe this time, unfortunately, the Vine Lord cannot delay this any longer. The betrothal must go through. A formal alliance between the Vale of Rhovanion and Kingdom of Dale must be formalized. If we are to have any chance of standing up against Dune. I'll say this because you've been at court, you've interacted with the people here. His son, his only son, Bane, is comedically absent from any court dealings. He will not engage with anything. He has no interest. He will run away. He more or less hides in the libraries. Now there's a couple of good things, especially Thorburn. You would have, I think, some respect for him at the very least, as this man is the only person in Dale, and this was with the approval of your king, that was given text in Kuzdu.
Oh, shit, the actual Dwarven language?
Yes, the actual Dwarven language. She is the only person in Dale you know of that's not a dwarf. While not like proficient in it, definitely understands bits of it and can like read, write, and speak a very broken version of it.
Okay, but no actual true names for him, just like the basic language.
That's no true names. But
Secret.
yeah, but like he's not just has like a passion for language. No, this man is obsessed with history, with the world, with like cultures. Like he doesn't just study languages. He studied your entire culture. He visited. He's one of the few people that were allowed to actually visit Tuerbor inside under like the king's personal invitation. And he also took a trip to the Elven King's halls. Like this guy, he has no interest in politics. It's zero interest in politics. But massive amounts of interest for everything else, from how their society functions, to cultural heritage, language, tradition, myths, legends, religious beliefs. Absolutely absorbs everything like a sponge.
In peacetime, you would have been an interesting king, but unfortunately, it's not peacetime.
Yes, which brings me to the next thing that both you and Meliel know. He's no warrior. He is in fact completely defenseless. He has been. They tried to give him some basic practice. He just like no. He is not. He's not like. He knows how to swing a sword, but like that's about it. He's no warrior, not even close. No warrior, no archer, not good with a horse. It's one of the big reasons why a lot of the nobility around here, well, they don't dislike him. They don't respect him either. Like he's completely harmless. Now the problem is, his father is such a larger than life figure, with such a reputation, that by comparison, he looks like shit as well. Yes, he does have big shoes to fill, and he is failing miserably at that on all fronts. Because guess what, Thornburn? None of these nobles give an ounce of shit about like culture and fucking speak like all the language. This man, I think he's the only person who speaks unironically more languages than Cedric. Yeah, he speaks 8 languages. The only person you know that speaks more languages than Cedric. So this man's a well of knowledge, but well. Anyways, and of course at this dinner table he is not. He is absent. As Bard will continue. Speak with my son personally and make preparations. Nora, I need you to send a message to Vine Lord informing him of this. On our last trip, he insisted that we hold the wedding ceremony Parasant, so I will still abide by that. As she'll nod. Say. Sure if anyone has anything else to add.
Coruscant's on the Sea of Rune geographically, right?
Yes. It's like here.
Okay, gotcha. It's a bold choice, Bar.
The problem is, the Vine Lord was like, well, Bar, we can't hold a ceremony there. He must hold it here just to buy more time for his daughter. Bar doesn't know. Oh, proud man. I have to Give this is ego, I suppose. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think Milan has anything to say. I think when it comes to like these like high political discussions, she doesn't feel like she has the place to like say things. She usually says what she believes to Nora after these kind of discussions.
As somewhere else across the city, Alvir, you've arrived as you see the great city of Dale laid in front of you. This massive construction layered on a hill, surrounded by high stone walls and more people than you've ever seen in your life in a single place.
At long last, the big city.
Yes. As well, you have news to deliver. I don't think formalities are gonna stop you.
No, like listen, you know, like she's probably used to just like walking into who's ever in charge and being like, hey, shit's happening.
As you make your way through the city, ask a couple of questions, directions to the royal palace. Folk will acquiesce. Maybe you'll get like an odd glance every now and then. You are quite different, much taller than a lot of the people here. And well,
I probably also look like I've spent like a month in Mirkwood.
yes, it's you definitely look like you're not from the city. As you reach the sort of massive gates of the palace, as one of the guards is gonna kind of stop you. It's like, halt. How can I help you?
I am Alvitir of the Bjornings, and I come here with dire news.
What news is that?
Are you the ruler of this town?
No.
Then I have no words for you. Where is your king, or chieftain, or whatever you call it?
King Bard is currently busy, so how about you tell me what your business is with him, and we'll see if we can work on this.
I bring news of an attack on our people, and a message from what do you call himself, king or chief?
It's like chieftain, yeah.
And a message from Chieftain Bjorn to ally ourselves together against this great threat.
I'm gonna say you need to give me a compel roll with heart, because the guy's like, why should I believe?
All right, I shall do so. Do I just click hard or I
No,
can
so
click
if you
compel,
go to
right?
the character sheet, the relationship move section, you have compel. Click the dice
Relationships.
box, then select
we go.
heart.
Heart.
There you go. Now you can increase
Hell
your
yeah.
momentum by 1.
I will do so. I should be at 3 now?
Yes.
Okay.
As he'll kind of like nod reluctantly, say, all right. Wait for a moment here. You know what? I'm gonna make let's make a separate channel. I wanna call them faceless goons.
Faceless goons.
We call it the gooning corner.
I think Tolkien would object to the term faceless goon.
The goon squad.
I think Tolkien would go on, if Tolkien heard about you playing a game in his universe, you used the term faceless goon, I think he would go on a whole rant about these people had lives, families, living dreams.
That's true. That's true. I'll call them unknown.
Yet unmet friends.
There you go. They're the unknowns. Listen, man, I didn't spend so much time finding pictures for random shit. I'm gonna use those. God damn it. Yeah, you'll see like this fucking very like this guard. Assume it's a guard. The way he approaches you looks quite differently from everyone else around here. His armor is pristine. The sort of embroidery on his cloaks and other pieces of garments he has on him are they're a piece of artwork. As he's quite well armed, and as he approaches you, kind of like says, "You are Alvitir, the Bjorn tribe."
That is correct. And who are you?
I am member of the Sirtir. Follow me, please.
Yeah, she does so.
Yeah, you'll follow this man. As you'll be escorted into what looked like a meeting, as you'll kind of like knock on the door and announce your presence. As listen, everyone else here, you know that these are sort of a new development in Dale. The Sirtir, well, roughly translated, River Guard, are specially trained individuals that have been honing their skills fighting monsters in Mirkwood under Cedric's command, that have distinguished themselves and been sort of taken to the side to be trained as elite warriors and bodyguards. They've received training both in the halls of Thranduil, and they have been equipped and given dwarvish weapons and armor. These people are literally the top fighters in Dale at the moment. There's currently only 25 that you know of. But these 25, as a unit, could take down 3 times their number. And it also represents a sort of union of both the elves, the dwarves, and the men, and like working together on a single project. So if this guy is escorting this woman, had some serious fucking business. Yeah, you see this massive, giant woman walking in, looking like shit, smelling even worse.
Hello?
You will notice the man sort of sitting at more of a, similarly to the chieftain, the more like, honorable position at the head of the table.
The biggest chair.
As he will look at you, say, "Speak, woman."
I am Alviter of the Bjornings, and I come with news from Chieftain Bjorn. We have been attacked by a powerful wraith in the woods. He has slaughtered our people, and we have realized that this is a threat that we cannot solve our own. We wish to reach out, to align our forces and become even more powerful than we were before and crush this threat that is mounting against us.
You can see like his stern expression just gets slightly worse as you deliver this news to him. Stood. Looks at one of the men. They'll say, "Cedric, have one of your rangers deliver a message to Bjorn. Inform him of the news from Mordor." Alvitir, was it?
Yes.
May I request you stay here for the time being, as a representative of your people?
If that is the custom that you of your people, I will do so.
It would be easier if I had someone who, well, understands your ways of lives and custom, so I don't have to keep exchanging letters. While we can't help at this very moment, I assure you plans are in motion. I will tell you this, but I will also send a letter to your chieftain. The Dark Lord has claimed dominion over Mordor once again, and those things that attacked you are no doubt his servants, which means he has laid claim of southern Mirkwood as well. Must mount a response. Tell me, Alvidir, are you... What? You look like a strong woman.
I am strong enough to make it through Mirkwood alone.
Quite an accomplishment nowadays. I wish to ask that you participate in the upcoming events and ensure that any problems will be, well, they'll think twice about making themselves known in your presence.
What do you mean by events?
In order to strengthen the southern border and gather up enough of a force to send to assist your chieftain, my son needs to marry soon. Once that affair is settled, I will turn my attention to the Vale of Anduin and assist however I can.
Which of these noble men here is your child?
None of them.
And she's like looks at Cedric. Is like, that guy looks pretty strong.
The Sheikh has said no, he is not present. We'll meet him soon enough.
I look forward to meeting the son of such an imposing figure.
He'll nod. Okay, for now, you'll be given food, rest, and, well, you are invited to dinner as well.
It will be my pleasure.
Will nod as the guardsman will take you to some provisionary quarters, as Nora will also step out alongside Cedric to see you housed in and properly taken care of. Problems are there. Not sure if you have any questions for any of them. Kind of like how you
yes.
settle in.
Like probably as she's settling in, she'll just say, so the young prince hasn't married yet?
Nora will not. Is correct. Quite young yet. Although his hand has been promised in marriage for some time now.
I don't think arranged marriages are a big
No,
thing from my
no.
village.
Politics?
What what does promised mean?
Means an agreement was made by their parents that they would eventually, the two of them would be married, bringing our people and them closer together to that union.
She's not gonna say this out loud because it seems rude, but in her head she's like, he needs his parents to get him a wife?
Listen, I think that the taste is a bit visible, though.
Probably there's like a look on her face.
Cedric will just laugh. Won't say anything. He will just laugh before, like, Nora just kind of like pushes him slightly, like calm himself.
How has he gone about wooing this woman so far? I assume he has sent many gifts, yes?
Not particularly.
So shall our first order of business be for him to go out and make a great kill for a hunt to present to her?
The prince is not a great huntsman or a great warrior. He's somewhat of a scholar.
Slow blink. What is a scholar?
A man who knows a lot of things.
Like an elder?
Yes, but young. He knows many things from a young age. Means he will only know more things as he grows older.
I will be honest, your city is strange to me. What is a man who only does not hunt, he does not fight, he only knows things? What is it exactly he does?
I'll say, well, reads a lot. He has quite a gift for the spoken tongue. He knows many languages, many people. He has visited places, spent time with quite a variety of individuals. Has been in the company of both the Elven and the Dwarven kings. Cedric will help pivot and he'll say, don't worry. See, one thing that's gonna take your mind off this. Good wine. Maybe you'll see why he spends time with people here.
Sorry, she said, like, here's have some good wine, and that will help.
He said basically, this will help you get your mind off things. Some good wine, and maybe then you'll understand why he like does the things he does.
I will take your word for it. What is your name again?
My name is Cedric.
A pleasure to meet you, Cedric. You seem strong in battle.
I thank you for the compliment.
Yes, we shall drink.
I presume you've never had Dwarven beer.
I have not.
Feast.
You have promised me a good thing, Cedric. We shall drink and enjoy this night as comrades.
He'll kind of like nod. They'll show you to your room. Bit cramped for you, but well, you're not gonna be able to fully stretch your feet in the bed, but
small ass bed.
There's well, we'll be you can call for a guard if there's anything you need. As you hear this fucking rumbling noise coming from the end of the hallway, the voices of many children. They're all rushing in this direction.
12, a dozen. Baker's dozen.
By the way, Cedric, have you done your duty yet? It's that time of the year, Cedric.
Can't believe this.
Another one. I'm Baron down here.
Yeah.
Not getting any younger, Cedric.
Listen,
Give me more.
You see a bunch of children as you'll see like another man kind of holding one up. Yeah, if you had to take a guess, the youngest like 3. All of them seem very close in age. Fucking 5 of them as the man who looks a bit foreign, has a different like style of dress, and he is like holding the younger one. Like, I'm sorry, they just wouldn't wait. It's like they like bum rush. See them bum rush both Cedric and Nora. Well, listen, if you go to Nora's Kanka page, you'll be able to see the children's section.
Oh damn, you did? You did? Oh damn, you did actually make a children's section?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Let's
Let me look.
see.
There's literally they are like popped 1 year. Each year, one of them happens.
Cedric, I know we're in a crisis, but Cedric now.
The funny thing is, the oldest of those kids are already taller than Milot.
Yes. Some of them
Damn,
are
it
like
is 1 a year.
like the oldest is like basically 7. Yeah, no, yeah, listen, the people here call them the children of spring. All born in spring. Every time Cedric comes and then leaves.
Another one.
But yeah, no, as Cedric will say, well, family halls. But I will see you at tonight's feast. I'm sure it will quite the event.
With all the, I assume all these kids hold like a resemblance to Cedric.
Not all of them. There's not 5 kids. Out of character, you would know that these are 5 kids of Cedric. There's 2 more children that bear a resemblance to the other man.
As she sees all those kids, you know, she nods approvingly at Cedric, and she looks at Nora and she says, "You have found a good one. You should be quite proud."
Oh, smile and nod. Say, I think I am. As listen, Red, that's fine. Stop being like overprotective in chat. Nora would understand that this woman is too blunt to like do subtlety like that.
If she would have been like, "I like him. Would you like to?"
So I
She got caught by the Discord killer.
Truly imprisoned.
I was saying about that one. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on? My internet keeps cutting off. Hold
The
on.
Valor slapped you away.
But yeah, no,
Abducted.
Damrock also has 2 kids.
I'm back.
So, oh, it's a big fucking family.
It's gonna get bigger.
Truly blessed with a bunch of children, as you know. Honestly, that's the goal, right?
Yeah, as yeah, they'll say their goodbyes as you get to settle in. Meanwhile, back in the hall, as Zaz, how do you pronounce the name? Because I keep saying it differently each time.
Milot.
A lot. As Milot, you're left there with the dwarf. As Bard will kind of get up. Right. Nothing I need right now. I need you to take this message to Captain of the Guard. inform him of the incident that the burning woman reported. You would know the captain of the guard, Milat, is an older man by the name of Garrick, who, probably you've been told, started out as a mercenary band leader, fighting off remnants of orcs in the hills before he was brought into the fold and sworn fealty, made a thane, and given a position of authority after the last captain passed away not that long ago.
Truly another example of how listen, times of crisis are never good for the people who suffer, but it does bring out the best in people.
Yeah.
Small will nod. Will be done.
He looks at you, Thornburn. I will entrust you're able to send one of your ravens to Erebor and inform King. Yes, Thornburn, ravens are very quintessential to messaging here. There's a master of ravens in Erebor that basically handles a lot of this. And ravens can basically understand what you're saying. They can't communicate. You can't communicate them properly, but they understand you. Like they just flat out understand everything you say. So they can carry messages in exchange for you, like feeding them and shit.
Yes, I remember RavenNet from the other game.
Yes, like
we had a Raven telegraph station.
It's not like a continental network, but it does allow communication between like the towns and sending messages. Ravens are smart in real life. In Lord of the Rings, they're fucking turbocharged. You fucking helped them once, you're their friend. So yeah. As presumably you get up to go do your business and to cut back to Baineth. You're brought into the city as you're gonna make your way. Evoric, he knows what he's and knows how to lie to some of the guards. He'll lead you and Farneth the maze of streets and winding paths and reach this impressive castle. As well, while the ruins of Mornethel were much bigger in scope, they were of a completely different architectural style. As Evoric will let you know that this is city built by dwarves. Their craftsmanship has not yet been rivaled.
A true honor, then. You have to tell me how exactly that worked out. Was it based in some long-held, agreement, or?
Dwarves of Erebor and the men of Dale have had quite a long past, stretching throughout history. And, well, before the dragon came, they had a prosperous relationship. And King Bard is looking to build the same.
At the very least, alliances like this can make miracles. I am excited to see more.
Farneth will kind of nod and say, only his son wore.
Come now, Farneth. Do not be so dour. It's not over just yet.
We'll see once you meet him. Then.
Very well. I will keep my eyes peeled open.
Yeah. We'll approach the gates where at that point of take the mask off and he'll announce himself as I'm Evoric of the Vale of Anduin. These are my traveling companions. Baineth, daughter of daughter of Naron, and this is the Princess Farneth. Rhovanion, as the guard kind of like nods and then like kind of goes wide-eyed. Oh, my lady, he just kind of like bows, like kind of like looks at you with a smirk, with a grin, Faineth. Like, look how important I am.
She gives a raised eyebrow. She nods acknowledgement.
Vorik will say, I need you to take us to King Bard, as been a while, but is there any news about the steward, Emma? Gargles, kind of like as he like is leading you inside, he'll shake his head and says, he departed back to his homeland 3 years ago. As the Vorik will look a bit sad at that, but nod. Suppose, what about Nora, her grandmother? Lady Hilde also passed not that long ago. But, Lady Nora is still around. The Emon will, not Emon, Vorik will kind of chuckle a bit. Say, hopefully that means Cedric, General Damrach. Man will nod as he'll exchange a couple of words. You'll recognize some of these names from the stories, maybe that that he told you. Well, unfortunately, Faineth, Vorik probably would have sent letters, but it's very easy for him to send letters. Extremely hard for him to get replies. And it's like one letter a year. So it's like, well, not the easiest thing. The Avari elves are quite remote. And with the exception of Farnet, nobody really goes back and forth.
Gotcha, I understand.
Yeah. Taken as the king is sort of clearly like goes up and about to leave, as like kind of goes wide-eyed when he sees Farnet, as she looks a bit embarrassed. You will see King Bard in it. It's, well, the Dragon Slayer himself. Vorik kind of politely bows and says, King, I apologize for the sudden arrival. She was quite insistent. He nods. And your elven companion?
I am Faineth, your lordship.
Nods.
I've traveled. What?
Vorik will say, her mastery of the common tongue is not fluent, but she understands. She is part of a tribe quite far to the east. And kind of glances at you. Here to explore and learn more about our people. Ah. Fellow scholar, I see.
Well, at the very least, I'm learning a great deal of things I would never have been able to understand not so long ago. It is moving along quickly. I've heard many tales of your lands. Did you actually slay the dragon with the one singular arrow?
He nods.
Then this trip has already been well spent.
We are having a feast tonight. About a feast. A dinner. Discuss certain matters. Luckily, it seems that Lady of Rhovanion has joined us here. I do insist you also attend. She like smiles and nods, says, but of course. I not want to miss a gathering like this. For you, the palace is mostly the same. Show them to our guest quarters and I'll speak later in the evening. He'll nod and Bard will take his leave. Boric will say, "Oh, ready to see Palace of Kyrian, Baineth?"
Oh, very much so. And of course, Farnaf, you must point out your betrothed to me so I can assist him.
She kind of like chuckles and, "Well, that's if you can find him first."
I will keep a keen eye open.
She'll nod. As on that note,